Okay, this tutorial is going to show you how to define the calendar within OnMat. If you haven't done so already, download OnMat from the App Store, Apple App Store, onto your iPad. Go ahead and launch the app. Log in with your user ID and password that you use to create your account. And once you log in, this will be your home screen. What we're going to do here is define our calendar of classes. This is one of our last steps we need to do before we can start taking attendance. So we're going to go into the calendar. If you have some classes here left over from when you created your demo account, just go in here. We'll select the 4 p.m. general class, and I'm going to cancel the class, remove it from this day forward. And I have a belt testing defined. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Go into there, cancel class, remove from this day forward. And we now have a clean calendar. We're on Sundays here. We're closed on Sundays, so let me go ahead and close the studio on Sundays. Check the checkbox, close all Sundays for this month. We've now closed for Sunday. I'm now going to go into Monday and define our first class. Go into Create Class. And the options is a class or a test or a belt ceremony. We're going to create a class right now. So we'll call this our Little Tykes class. By default, the start and end date are 1 year, so it's going to create this class for a year, and then before the year is up, it'll go ahead and reallocate the class unless you explicitly cancel it. We're just going to go ahead and select a general class as our activity. The instructor, you can go ahead and change this to be your name. And the belt levels that are allowed to be in this class are white to orange, let's say. And the age ranges are our Little Tykes group, so we'll select them. I believe we've defined that to be 4 to 6-year-olds. And this class is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So just go ahead and select Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's going to go ahead and allocate the Little Tykes class between, let's set the time right, 4 p.m. By default, it's an hour. We'll make this to 4:45, 45-minute class. So we say OK. And this will allocate for a year on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. We push save. And now we see on the calendar we've got a class defined on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So let's just go ahead and do one more example on Tuesday. Create class. And we'll call this all ages. Whatever your names are that you pick for your classes. Again, the date range is by default for 1 year, so you shouldn't have to touch that. We'll change the time to be 5 o'clock p.m. This will be a 1-hour class from 5 to 6. The activity is general class. Say OK. Pick the instructor. And the levels allowed here are going to be white to black. And we'll pick all ages here. And this class is only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we'll push save. So now we have classes defined Monday through Friday. Let's just go ahead and say we're closed on Saturdays. So let's go ahead and close the studio on Saturdays. And while we're on the calendar here, the birthday cakes indicate that there is a birthday for a member, so you could touch the birthday cake, see whose birthday is on that date. Once you've acknowledged their birthday, sung happy birthday, or whatever it is you do, you can go ahead and just check them. That way you'll see on the calendar you still have a birthday cake, but it's dimmed. That way you'll just won't lose track of any birthdays. So that is pretty much all we need to do to define the calendar. If you wanted to move forward to the next month, just swipe to the right. And we move over to February. I'm going to swipe back to January. And there's our classes. So now when I go into check in somebody, you'll see that it now has a class.